It was a lovely, breezy, warm November morning out in the foothills. The sun fired its color up underneath a Chinook-clouded sky, and the air was clear enough that I could see it sparkle on the buildings of downtown Calgary 50 kilometers away. I'd left early in the morning to catch the sunrise and then was headed out to the Sheep River country. I knew this warm spell we've been having wasn't going to last, and I kind of wanted to get out there before everything froze up. So I got there with the moon still high in the sky. I had kind of hoped to find some splash ice along the banks, but this warm weather, well, there was nothing. And though there were bighorn sheep in the meadow, where they usually are, there weren't that many. I didn't see any rams. So I headed up the Gorge Creek Valley. Down in the shadowy parts, yep, there was snow and ice. And the spring water trickles had nice little ice patterns on them too. But I wanted to get up close, so I headed down to where the creek meets the Sheep River. Nearly fell on my butt on that ice. Man, it was slick. But it did look pretty. But I didn't linger long. The day was just too nice for ice. I did finally find a couple of bighorn rams, but they weren't very interested in doing much except lazing in the sun. The ewes and lambs and young rams had all moved out to the middle of the meadow. We're just grazing along in the sunshine. It had been a nice morning, and now it was midday, so I started heading back to town. And then I remembered that in the dark I had to drive around some trees that a beaver knocked down. So I went back that same way to have a look. The beavers were filling up their winter pantry, and they were hard at work. So much so that I was able to set up my little GoPro and record this. Man, those teeth have got to be sharp. There were 3 of them, and I watched them work for, probably half an hour. They could not have cared less if I was there. They worked right in front of me. Yeah, it had definitely been a beautiful day. A gorgeous sunrise, nice ice on the creek, bighorn sheep in the snowless meadows, and beavers hard at work getting ready for winter. Which, like it or not, ain't that far away. But at least we had this, a perfect November day.